Okay, so hello again everyone. So karon we will discuss and answer the post test for Math 6 Quarter 2 Module 2, which is all about proportions. Okay, so let's start with problem number 1. So 10 books is to 5 pupils as blank books is to 15 pupils. Okay, now let us identify sa unsay mga given. So our given are the following. No? We have 10 books and 5 pupils. And then, okay, we have 15 pupils. So ako lang na siya itungod sila kay pareha man ni sila og um, item or unit nga gi-represent. Okay. So ang atong ask ani, ang gipangita will be the number of books, no? So, ang number of books, mao ang ato ang n. Okay, now let's solve. So, what will be the proportion for this? So, 10 is to 5 is equal to, so unknown man ang atong number of books. So, n is to 15. Okay, so let's multiply the means. So, we have 5 times n is 5n. And then 10 times 15. So, ito extremes. Okay, let's solve. 10 times 15 is equal to 150. Okay, divide both sides by 5. Okay. So, ano, ito na siya i-divide by 5. Okay, so that we can cancel the number and n will be left, no? Okay, anong ma-cancel out na siya because 5 divided by 5 is just equal to, okay, it's just equal to 1. So, n na siya diha mabilin. And then, 150 divided by 5, okay, the answer is, okay, 30. So, what is 30? So, 30 books. So, the letter of the correct answer is, okay, this one, no? Letter B. Okay, now let's proceed to number 2. Okay, 7 Boy Scouts to a tent as 42 Boy Scouts to how many tents? So, identify the given again. So, we have 7 Boy Scouts and then to a tent. A tent means 1, no, just 1. And then we'll have 42 Boy Scouts. Okay? And then what is asked is the number of tents. Mo ni atong unknown. So, mo ni atong n. Okay. So, what will be our proportion for this? So, 7 is to 1 is equal to 42 is to n. Then, multiply the means and the extremes. So, nahon na itong extreme. So, 7 times n is 7n. And then, equals to 1 times 42. Okay. So, 7n is equal to 42. Then, divide both sides by 7. Okay. So, wait stop. So, divide it by 7. Para ang mabilin is just n. No? Okay, what happened? Ang sa many. Okay. So, our answer is 42 divided by 7. So, the answer is, okay, 6. So, what letter is that? So, this is 6 tens, right? Okay, so the answer is letter, yes, here, letter A. Okay, so I hope you got that one right. Okay, now let's go to number 3. At the school canteen, okay, 3 pads of intermediate papers cost 45 pesos. How much will you pay if you buy 21 pads? So what are given? So we have 3 pads of intermediate paper that cost 45 pesos. And then we have also 21 pads. Okay, so what is asked here is the cost of the 21 pads of intermediate paper, or the amount that you will pay, if you will buy 21 pads. So what will be our proportion for this? So 3 is to 45 pesos is equal to 21 is to n. So atong unknown is the amount. Okay, cross multiply, sorry. Multiply the means and the extremes. So now na itong extremes. 3 times n is equal to 3n is equal to 45 times, okay, 21. No? So, pila man ang 45 times 21. So, ang 45 times 21 is 945. So, 3n is equal to 945 pesos. So, we'll divide this by 3. Okay, so divided by 3. So, wag tam. Pila to? 945. So, divided by 3. Okay. So, pila man na itong n. So, n is equal to 315 pesos. Okay. So, asa man ni siya? This is letter C. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. Okay, so a cyclist travels 275 kilometers in 5 hours. How far can he travel in 9 hours at the same speed? Okay, so let us write the given. So we have 275 kilometers and 5 hours. And then we have another given, which is 9 hours. So ato na siya itungod para sa'yo na pag-write sa proportion later on. Okay, so what is asked here is, okay, the distance, no? How far will the car travel in 9 hours? So it is a distance traveled by the car. Oh no, by the cyclist. Anong car man to? Okay, cyclist. So let's solve. So our proportion here is 175 is to 5. So ato lang sana siyang disregard ang unit, but make sure in your final answer you have the right unit, no? Okay, and then we have n is to 9. Okay, so let's multiply the means. So 5n is equal to, okay, 275 times 9. Okay, pila man ang 275 times 9. So that is equal to 2,475. Okay, so next we're going to divide both sides by 5. So divide by 5. Kani sa diri divide nini mo by 5. Okay. So 5. then the other side also. So 2,475 divided by 5 is, okay, is equal to 495. So this is 495 kilometers. Okay, so asa man ni siya nga letter? Okay, here, letter C. Okay, so that's the answer for number 4. Now let's go to number 5. So the ratio of male teachers to female teachers in our school is 2:9. If there are 108 female teachers, how many male teachers are there? So our given is, okay, the ratio 2:9, which is male to female teachers. Okay, and then another given is 108. 108 female teachers. So what is asked is the number of male teachers. Okay, right? Okay. So for our proportion, we have 2:9. Remember, the first number is the male teachers, no? Okay, then atong male teachers po dapat mag-una sa second ratio. Then, mo na siya gi-ask. Mo na tong n. And then, 108. Okay? So, pila man ni ang 9 times n. So, that's 9n is equal to 2 times 108. Okay? So, 108 times 2 is 216. Right? Okay, so 9n nato diri is equal to 216. Then we'll divide both sides by 9. Okay, divided by 9. Okay, and then we'll get the final answer na. So n is equal to 24. So 24, kaya itong label ani male teachers. So that is letter B. So the answer is letter B, 24. Okay, let's go to item number 6. Okay, 3 numbers are in the ratio 2:5:7. If their sum is 504, what are the 3 numbers? Okay, so what are given here? So we have the ratio 2:5:7, and then the total or the sum, which is 504. Okay, so what is asked here is the value of 2n, 5n, and 7n. No? So how are we going to solve for that? So we'll write the equation. Okay, 2:5:7 equals 504. So 2n stands for the 2 portion or 2n. And then we'll add it, okay, with 5n, and then add again 7n. So the total should be equal to 504. Okay, so 2n plus 5n plus 7n is 14n. So equals 504. Okay, and we divide 504 by 14. Okay, so 504 divided by 14. So divide both sides. Una. Okay. So, para ma-cancel out ang 14, ang n nalay mahabilin. Okay, so 504 over 14 is equal to 36. But this is not yet the answer. We have to substitute first the value of n to get the answer for 2n. So, ang first nga unknown is 2n, right? So, just substitute the value of n. Multiply it by 2. So, 2 times 36. So, pila man ang 2 times 36? So, that is 72. So, that is our first number. So, alin na po sa 5n. So, same thing. 5 multiplied by the value of n, which is 36 gihapon. Okay, so pila man ang 36 times 5? So that is equal to 180. Okay, and then the last unknown is 7 and so substitute again the value of n, multiply it by 7. So pila man ang 7 times 36? So that is 252. So therefore, the answer is asa man ani? Okay, here, letter D, 72, 180, and 252 are the 3 digits or number. Okay. Sige, let's continue. Let's have number 7. Okay, number 7 is the ratio. Okay, saan naman siya? The ratio of doors to windows is 1:5. There are 186 doors and windows in a building. How many doors are there? Okay, so let us identify the given. Okay, so we have the ratio of doors to windows, which is 1:5. Okay, and then we also have 186 doors and windows. Okay, so what is asked here is the number of doors. So what will be our solution? So we'll use the ratio 1:5. So it is equal to 186. Because it's the total number of doors and windows. Okay, ang kani siyang 1n, ato ni siya i-add sa 5 parts or 5 portion or 5n. So dapat ang sum ana niya is 186. No. Okay, so pila man ang 1n plus 5n, so that's 6n. Okay, so 186 divided by 6 na ni. So ato ni divide by 6 ang both sides. Okay. So 6 over n here is, so 186 divided by 6 is 31. So our n is 31. Okay? So ang 1n is the total number of doors, no? So na natin answer for the number of doors, which is 31. So letter A. Okay, ang question number 8 is just a continuation, no? So in question number 7 here, okay, ang gipangutan na are the number of doors. Now this time, ang gipangutan na, how many windows are there? So we will solve for the number of windows, we all know that n is equal to 31. So atong given here, ang n is equal to 31. So we will just substitute the value of n in our equation, no? So ang proportion sa atong windows is 5n man. So 5n. So 5 times the value of n is 31. So pila man ang 5 times 31. So that is equal to 155. So these are the windows. So 155. So letter B. Okay, next. Number 9. Okay, so I was able to save 800 in 5 weeks. At the same rate, how much do I save in 8 weeks? Okay, so let's write the given numbers. So we have 800 pesos, and it is saved in 5 weeks. So this is the amount saved in 5 weeks. And then what else? So another given is 8 weeks. So ang gipangutana ani is the money or the amount saved, no? Okay, in 8 weeks. Okay, so muna siya ask, muna tong n. So our solution here will be, okay, well, the ratio 800 is to 5 is equal to, so unknown ato ang cost or amount, so n is to 8. Okay, then multiply the mean, so 5 times n is 5n, and then the extreme, so 800 times 8. So 5n, pila man ang 800 times 8. So that is equal to 6,400 pesos. Okay, so we will divide it by 5. No? So both sides. Okay. So 5 and 5. So ang mabilin ani diri is just n. So 6,400 pesos divided by 5 is equal to 1,280 pesos. Okay, so that is our answer. So what letter? So we have here letter C. Okay, so that's the amount saved in 8 weeks. Okay, let's go to number 10, the last number. So we have two numbers are in the ratio of 3:5 and their sum is 72. Find the two numbers. Okay, so identify the given. So we have the ratio 3:5 and 72. Okay, so do not be confused, ha, kani. 2 is not included in the given because this refers to, okay, this one, no, already. So the first number is 3 and so the ratio of the first number is 3 and the ratio of the second number is 5. Okay, so mo na siya ang pasabot ana. So kinahanglan kabalo mo understand sa problem nga gihatag and be able to discern, no, or to identify asa ang number nga kinahanglan o unsa nga number ang dili necessary or needed in solving the problem. Okay. So ang gipangitaan ni ang duha ka number. So the two number that we're going to find is, Okay, 3n and 5n. No? Okay. So let's solve. So here, for the solution, we will use the ratio 3:5 is equal to 72. And then, okay, 3n plus, plus 5n is equal to 72. So, pila man ang 3n o 5n, so that is 8n equals 72. No? So, dayon, we're going to divide this by 8, both sides. Okay. So, divided by 8 and divided by 8. So, n is equal to pila man and 72 divided by 8. So, that is equal to 9. But this is not yet the answer, the final answer, because we're going to find the value of 3n and 5n. So, saan man na siya? We're going to substitute the value of n. Okay, so for 3n, so we will multiply 3 times the value of n, which is 72. No, so pila man ng 3 times 72. So, that is, oh sorry, ano na 72? 9, di ayun. Value of n is 9. Okay. Lahi akong nakita. So, 3 times 9 here is 27. No? And then, we will solve for the value of 5n na pod. So, just substitute again the value of n, which is 9. So, 5 times 9 is 45. So, our two digits or numbers are 27 and 45. So, that is, okay, letter A. No? Okay. So, that's it for the post-test. So, I hope you learned something and you were able to get all the answers correctly. Okay, thank you for watching.